Salvador, we're arriving to my mom's city where she was born, called Chalchuapa. Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah and I travel around the world. Last November, I traveled to El Salvador, where my parents are from. I went to visit my family and I also filmed beautiful places that you can visit. In this video, I will talk about the archaeological sites found in the western part of the country, El Tazumal, Casablanca, y San Andrés. Very important to know that the information in this video were provided by the guides and also information that I found in the museums. First, let's start with a little bit of history. The territory of El Salvador was part of the cultural zone of Mesoamerica, from the center of Mexico to the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica. The Mayans occupied the southeastern part of Mexico with Chiapas, also the country of Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, and western Honduras. The pre-Hispanic history is divided into three periods. The pre-classic period, between 1200 BC to 300 AD, where it is said that there were only sedentary agricultural land. Next is the classical period between 300 AD and 900 AD. It was in this period that the maximum Mayan splendor was reached. In the post-classic period, between 900 and 1524, it begins with the decline of the Mayan civilization and new migrants arrived from Mexico. Let's see more in detail what is found in these three archaeological sites. El Tazumal and Casablanca are located in the city of Chalchuapa. Chalchuapa comes from the Nahuatl word Chalchihuit Apa, which means river of jade, or place where we can find a lot of jade. Jade was like gold at that time.
Good morning. So hi, here we are at El Tazumal. So it's like the best Mayan ruins that we have here in El Salvador, and it's in the town of my mother.
The city has 3 kilometers of settlement that the archaeologists were able to rescue. The oldest settlement is found at El Trapiche, dating back to 1200 BC. Only 10% of El Tazumal has been excavated. It is believed that the main temple, which is of Mayan construction, was built in the year 100 after Christ. Temple 1 is an oratory from where the ceremonies, offerings, and perhaps sacrifices were made. The Mayan left on 2 occasions. The first time was due to the explosion of the Ilopango volcano in the center of the country, around 430 AD. The second time was when the Mayan civilization collapsed, which until today is not really clear what happened. Archaeologists only have hypotheses. Let's go back to the structures. They are just a base. They have no rooms and there's no tunnels. There are 14 stages of construction. Each new leader added a new level to the pyramid. In 1200, the settlement was abandoned and the Pipiles were the one who inhabited this area. They are descendants of the Toltecs who migrated from Mexico. We have many Toltec cultural references, including the Nahuatl language. In 1524, during the Spanish conquest, Chalchuapa was a Pocoman community, a Mayan group extended from Guatemala. The American archaeologist Stanley Boggs was the one who restored El Tazumal in the 1940s. To protect the structures, they put concrete on it. For that reason, it is not on the UNESCO World Heritage List because they do not accept modifications. We stay in Chalchuapa and we go to Casablanca. Here also only 10% has been excavated. Between 200 and 250 AD, it became an important settlement with Mayan influences. From 900 to 1524, Casablanca was a pilgrimage center and burial area. 45 burials were found here. In the Casablanca Museum, you have Pedro, which is the best preserved skeleton of the 33 recovered in the excavations of El Trapiche in the 1970s. Casablanca was built in the late pre-classic period on an artificial platform made of mortar of 250 meter over 220 meter. They haven't excavated everything because they're fragile structures, so in order not to destroy them, they have made trenches.
Y no la van a excavar para nada. No hay proyecto de...
But I also think it's because of the budget.
Uy.
Esta es la estructura número 1 y es la número 1 porque fue la primera que encontraron los investigadores en esta zona. Fue un investigador japonés, en el cual vinieron en investigaciones junto con Stanley Boggs, que es el que descubrió el área de Tazumal.
These were their tombs. They had ceramic objects buried with them for the underworld. Decorations similar to those of Teotihuacan were also found.
Por lo menos encontré uno. ¿O no es? Ah, no. Ay, Dios. Hey. Aquí también va. Aquí sí, ¿verdad?
Sí, eso sí.
Va, encontré uno, pero está muy chiquito.
Porque estos de aquí son por igual.
Ah, son pero pedacitos.
While walking, we found many obsidians on the ground, which are volcanic stones. In this part, you can see a house dating from 900 BC. The museum also includes an indigo workshop. At one point, indigo was the most exported product from El Salvador to Europe. In Nahuatl, this plant is called jiquilite. They get the indigo blue color from the leaf. And Jiquilisco is a city in Usulután whose name comes from Jiquilite. And by the way, my dad is from Jiquilisco. The third site is San Andrés, located in the department of La Libertad. Here, only 5% has been excavated. The San Andrés archaeological site took its name from the old hacienda where it was located.
It's called San Andrés because the family who used to own this land was the family San Andrés. So the museum is closed because of the pandemic, but we're gonna visit the pyramids.
From 650 to 900 AD, it was occupied by the Mayans, and from 1000 to 1200 AD by the Pipiles. The stingray tail was found here and was used for sacrifices and for mutilations made to the ears, tongue, mouth, or male organs. They also found shells used by the Mayans in Belize to collect the blood of the sacrifices. This proved that they were exchanged with other Mayans. That's all for today. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye!
Miren aquí comiendo jocotillos. Y Ana, de corona, este es el de, ¿cómo le llaman?
Corona.
Corona.
Coronavirus.
Son jocotes. Va. Estaba chivo de ver gente de otros países. Gente. Estoy en el
Sí, mucha gente.
Mi hermana solo le pone así,